with Jason Tatum. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's T in at the 1 spot. And for the Timberwolves. Outside Tatum. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Taking 2 shots.
And he drops it first. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
That one's no good. Minnesota with the ball. And their first look at this year's Lakers squad.
And they were the odds-on favorite in this matchup last year, but actually lost the season series.
Now here's Tatum, and the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
Here's White. And he buries his first look.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's T. Last game with 30. Nails it from beyond the arc.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Now here's White. He's closely guarded. On the take. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It'll be on Zion Williamson.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
At the line for 2.
And he makes a first. And so he hits both.
Over the years, no team in the NBA has had more star power than the Lakers. They always have at least one future Hall of Famer on the roster.
T with a bucket.
Drawing attention from the defense. Zion knows there's probably someone else open. He understands the game.
Here's White. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. He'll take possessions like that one all day.
You know, when we talk about the Lakers, you expect them to have a superstar.
B.A. starting with Wilt in the 60s, then Kareem during the 70s, Magic dominating the 80s, and more recently Shaq and Kobe, LeBron and AD, the biggest names flocked to L.A.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Pass to Stoudemire. Knocked loose. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. Here's T. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. He's got 7.
Look at how Tatum surveys the whole floor. That's how he spots the wide open man.
Here's Stoudemire. Inside. White. And he converts the layup. White's got 8.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
Pass to T. Here's Shrimp in his last outing with 12 points.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. White with it. The shot from the low post is good.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Timeout called, the Lakers. It's early in the season, but we're already seeing some teams fall short of expectations. Grant, what do these teams need to do to get back on track?
Well, first of all, they have to relax. They can't panic. It's still early in the season. But, of course, it's on the leaders of each team to set the tone. They need to make sure everyone is locked in and on the same page.
The Lakers trail. Here's Thompson. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and short, crisp passing.
Pass to T. Now here's Tatum. Defense right on him. Out to the right wing. Here's T. He's guarded by White. 5 on the clock. T with the bucket. 10 points for him.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Thompson outside. Back to White.
Lakers foul. Number 9. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Thompson outside. Pass to White. Here's Olajuwon. Just 5 on the clock. Good on the shot.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
Over to the wing. Here's T. He's guarded by White. Ingram against Thompson. And it's rejected. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
To shoot. Out to the right wing. There's Tatum with the 3.
And so far, they've done a great job of preventing points in the paint.
That won't go. This is his first shot of the game. Here's Thompson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal foul. Third team
Well,
foul.
that was clearly a foul.
At the line
And a
for
moment
the
now to
Timberwolves.
quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
First free throw is good. Luka Doncic is checked in for the Lakers. Minnesota with the ball. This is the most they've led, 13 points. Pass to Shrimp. Back to Thompson. Here's Shrimp. Shot clock at 6. Here's White. Fires the 3. Rebound, the Lakers.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
So on the floor for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. Brandon Ingram out there with Zion Williamson. And it's Jones in at the shooting guard. And that replay showed how sensational that drive truly was.
Yeah, I mean, to get a shot like that on a drive, oh, it's those type of plays that will chip away at the lead.
Here's Olajuwon. Outside White. Pass to Shrimp. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. You know, this Lakers team is running with one of the most veteran squads in the league, Smitty.
Tons of experience and wisdom on their bench. These are all battle-tested guys, B.A., who know how to overcome tough situations and win games.
And defense is now all about switching. Smitty, when you played, would you rather be switched onto a big inside or onto a smaller, quicker player on the perimeter?
Easy answer for me, B.A. I would definitely love to be switched on a little guy and use my size and strength. Obviously, they'll have the advantage with the quickness, but I do not want to get bruised up by those big guys. What you respect about Zion, he's not trying to flex on everyone. He sees the big picture on the court and in the public eye.
White can't hit.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he could convert, that's a good shot.
To the middle, Abdul-Jabbar. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
At the line for the Lakers, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. One shot.
Minnesota in the lead. Here's White. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And here's Jones. Here's T. He's got 12. White with the steal. And he's going for the lob. And the basket by Stoudemire. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's Shrimp, defended by Jones. Pass to Stoudemire. Rebound by the Lakers.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Now Williamson. Ingram on the wing. Here's T. He's guarded by White. Lets the 3 fly. Unable to get that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
They really relied on the perimeter game in that one. Just consistent from distance all night.
We talk a lot about shot selection, and we saw why. You want to avoid empty possessions.
The Lakers have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Here's Jones, and that one is stopped right through.
Playing from behind It's amazing he chose to dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. And the replay of that slashing drive to the hoop, courtesy of Mobile One.
Oh, big-time drive and finish. Showing a little artistry on that take. I could watch moves like that all day.
Well, Grant, the NBA has led the way when it comes to diversity and representation in high-level jobs. Grant, what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, B.A., I love this. I mean, the NBA really, truly has been a leader when it comes to this. Whether it's coaches, front office, in the league office in New York, living and embodying the spirit of diversity and inclusion is what the NBA is all about. It's fun to be a part of.
The NBA where everyone is welcome. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Inside. Abdul-Jabbar's shot is good. He's got 6.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It'll be on Zion Williamson.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
White hits them both.
Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
The Lakers call timeout. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they look right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise.
Ready to move? Here are your Minnesota Timberwolves Sixers.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Down low. Here's T. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Don't sleep on Ingram as a facilitator. Has the size to see over defenders and make sound decisions.
Minnesota has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far.
You know, Brandon Ingram has turned himself into a dominant 3 or 4 in this league. His versatility has him playing all around the court.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Smitty asked for Ingram, playing a bigger role the last few years.
And that role's huge on the offensive side. BA averaging over 20 points per game the last 3 seasons, becoming a real headache for the defense.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Jones hits them both. And here's White. He picked up 15 in their last win against San Antonio.
And more impressive to me than his scoring was his playmaking. Really an all-around offensive clinic. And there's just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
Here's Olajuwon. 11-point game. White, good. White's got 21.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific move right now.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Here's White, following the score by the Lakers. Here's Shrimp. He's got 5. Deflected. Williamson with it. Pass to T. Back to Williamson. To the paint. Stoudemire. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
First personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for Minnesota, Stoudemire. At the line for 2.
The The first free throw is good, and the Timberwolves making a change here. Aldridge is checked in. The Lakers making a switch here. Both shots good from the stripe. The Lakers have gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. That's tipped and stolen by Aldridge. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, Commissioner Silver's open to change. He said, quote, "We're not beholden to pure tradition. We care a lot about it, but all the factors I think about when we talk about changing the rules, I'm less concerned about that. We should live in the present, be respectful of those records, but also be willing to adjust when it makes sense." BA?
All right, thanks, Allie. Thompson with it. He's picked up by Jones. White can't hit.
In a bump this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Here's T, and he jams it home with authority.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Pass to Shrimp. Thompson outside. Now here's Aldridge. Shot clock at 5. From about 19, Shrimp misses. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 7 of their first 9 shots to drop during the second. Back to Tatum. Here's T. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for the Lakers, number 9, taking 2 shots.
He's off on the first. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And he's good on the second. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Outside Jones. Back to White. Kicks it out to Anderson. He drops it from range. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
And just executing at a high what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Here's White. 21 points in the game. And Minnesota calls time here.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
So he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Oakley, 2nd personal foul, 5th team foul. At the line for your Timberwolves, JoJo White, taking 2 shots.
That's good from White.
Here in the second period, he's made a concerted effort to attack and get himself to the line.
White hits them both. Here's T. 17 points in the game. To the inside. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Trust Doncic to make smart moves with the ball. He puts it in the hands of a guy with a wide open shot.
Outside Jones. Back to White. Pass to Ilgauskas. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It goes on Bam Adebayo. That one's off. Thompson, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
2 shots.
And the second free throw is good. Well, the Lakers shooting 55% for the game so far. Here's T. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. He's got 21.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Pass to Jones. Back to Anderson. Here's Jones. To the wing, right side. 6 to shoot. Here's Thompson. And that one drops. Thompson's got 8 points.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's T. Banked it in off the glass.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Thompson outside. Back to Anderson. The ball's knocked loose. Rejection.
Huge block by Adebayo. Plays the game with aggression and shows no mercy.
Here's Turkoglu. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Nuggets in Denver. And he trims the lead to single digits.
He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
Minnesota has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Anderson finds Thompson. And here's Jones. Aldridge outside. Rebounded by Turkoglu. On the wing, Tatum from deep. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
On the catch and shoot, Tatum is a go-to option. It seems like he's always ready to put up a shot.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Thompson. And here comes the break. Back to Tatum. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson.
Lakers substitution, Brandon Ingram.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And they've racked up a ton of turnovers. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Minnesota out in front at the half. They have a solid 8-point lead. How about you, Shaq? What'd you think about Minnesota?
I have to admit it, I did not see this coming. They've done more than just hanging there. They've been the better team in a few areas. They just can't rest on this lead, though. Now the real work begins.
And over to Kenny, your takeaway on the Lakers.
Well, if they haven't given away so many possessions, check this out, Sam. The score would look different, don't you think? I mean, we can talk about shot selection and defense and all that, but if you keep losing the ball, that matters most.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
Time to get up and make some noise.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Olajuwon. T grabs the miss.
Good idea with the fadeaway, but the defense was just all over it.
And for the Lakers, we've got Brandon Ingram. Zion Williamson out there with Jason Tatum. And it's T in at the point.
Unbelievable hang time, giving the crowd its money's worth. Go ahead, Zion.
Now here's White. Here's Stoudemire. Thompson with it. Just 5 to shoot. Fires, high post. He can't get that one to fall. And Los Angeles the other way now. Left side Ingram. To the left wing. Here's T. No good from outside. Thompson right side.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. To the middle. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Pass to Shrimp. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Thompson outside.
Los Angeles foul. Number 9.
And we have to take another look at that block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
Here's Stoudemire, covered by Williamson. White for 3.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them. The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. Pass to Williamson. Here's T. He's guarded by White. Clock at 6. Here's T. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Shooting for Los Angeles. Number 9.
And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both shots. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Thompson outside. Inside. He got a piece of it. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed to the paint. It's intercepted. Now here's White. 23 points in the game. Oh, they get a hand on it. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. Now a timeout called by the Lakers.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's T. Hits a three-pointer. He's got 31.
He has gotten into a terrific team back into this.
Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It'll be on Zion Williamson.
At the line for Minnesota, JoJo White, taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
That's good from White. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Give him 8. Pass to Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Pulls it from 20, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Minnesota has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go.
Well, he needs to be careful. One more foul, and he's done.
Third team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Thompson outside. Here's Shrimp, hounded by Tatum. Shrimp misses. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. It's rebounded by Shrimp. For Minnesota, they've gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Pass to Thompson. Here's Stoudemire. 5 on the clock. From deep. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Los Angeles has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Here's T. He's guarded by White. Here's T. Minnesota with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Shrimp. Thompson outside. Here's Olajuwon. It's deflected. Now Ingram. Looking for his first basket still in this one.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
And Minnesota calls time here.
Let's go, fans. Here comes the defense.
And the Lakers making a change here. Jones is checked in. Here's White.
Substitution on the court. At the line for your Timberwolves, LaMarcus Aldridge. One shot.
And that one falls for Aldridge.
He's a big man you do not want to send to the line. LaMarcus is over 80% for his career.
Down low. Here's T. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half. Getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
Number 9 at the line for 1.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
To the inside, Aldridge, and then Aldridge with the dunk.
Keep it going to the hot hand, and when Aldridge is on, he is on.
Inside, T, no good. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Timberwolves ahead, up 4. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Williamson, right side. Oh, Williamson throws it down.
We talk about Zion's strength, but the body control is also elite, especially for a guy his size.
And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
And for Los Angeles, we've got Zion Williamson. He's out there with Jason Tatum, and it's T in at the point. And that one's good.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Here's T, Abdul-Jabbar. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
White, the pass to Thompson. Here's Shrimp. Lets it go from deep. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 7 assists in the game. Here's Williamson. Oh, and the big finish by Williamson.
The defense can't stop a force like Zion. Once he's airborne, the slam is almost inevitable.
Over to the wing. Here's Olajuwon. And another basket from Minnesota.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Back to Tatum. Williamson outside. Pass to T to the middle. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
High effort, fast break plays. They have been very effective for them in this game, generating a lot of points for them.
Well, another area they've been productive is off of turnovers, scoring many times after forcing the ball out of their opponent's hands.
Minnesota's gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Pass to Stoudemire. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Yeah, he has a really nice feel from that spot, and the size gives him a clear advantage.
And with that height, he can get a clean look on any shot at any time.
For Minnesota, they've got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Minnesota calls timeout.
Time to get up and make some noise for the Minnesota Timberwolves dancers.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He told them this is a game that we can win. It's a game we should win. We've matched those guys step for step. From this point forward, let's try to force them to play at our tempo.
Thanks for that, Allie. Thompson. Rebound by the Lakers. Ingram's got his 4th rebound in this one.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
To the paint. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And again, it's the Lakers.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
It's the 4th quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
Now here's Thompson. And he gets that one.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in to the inside. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the 4th. To the wing on the left. Pass to Thompson. They double team Thompson. White for 3. Thompson outside. Here's Shrimp. Shot clock at 5. Over Tatum. The bank shot, no good. The Lakers trail. To tie it up. Here's T. And no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. On the wing, Thompson. Hounded by Tatum. Denied by Tatum.
Tatum makes it easy for his teammates with his defense. He's always a threat to block shots, and he can cover any part of the floor.
Now here's Ingram. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Shrimp. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts. And what a drive that was. Replay courtesy of Mobile One.
And, you know, a close game, you got to find that edge. High-energy plays like that one can make a big difference.
Here's T. He's guarded by White. Tatum passes to Williamson. Here's T. The 3. And it's Tatum missing. For Minnesota, they've gotten 6 of 10 attempts to drop in the 4th quarter. Pass to Olajuwon. White against Ingram. Outside White. Here's Shrimp. And he lobs it up to the rim. Alley-oop up top. Hammer it home.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off point pass. And the Lakers call time here.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans. And it motivates him to always give them his very best. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
That free throw misses.
Amari Stoudemire at the line for 2.
He hits the second from the line. So it's the Lakers now. 8-point game. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic 2-handed slam. The Timberwolves have gone 7 for 11 so far in the 4th. Thompson outside. Back to White. Tipped. Here's Stoudemire. Another shot. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. T. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out. Luka Doncic checked in for the Lakers.
At the line for your Timberwolves, Amari Stoudemire.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking everyone for watching tonight's game. We'll see you next time.
Why am I?